back 7th, 8th grade, 9th grade, I was not on the basketball team. And I tried out every year. And this is definitely, I tell my the kids who don't make the team now, and if I say, man, just keep working, because one day you can have that opportunity, man. 7th, 8th grade, I didn't make it. 9th grade, I didn't make it. Then
Were you always the tallest in your grade?
Yeah,
too?
either me or Austin. Yeah.
Word. So it was like, you really had to work.
Man.
Because if you tall and nobody wants you.
Yeah, that's an issue.
Yeah.
And see, I could have did it the easy way and went to another school.
Boom. We hit record. We on now. Welcome to another episode of About to Blow Up Podcast. With your host, John Leon. Got my friend on here. Coach B Groom. What the boy call you? Coach Groom?
Coach Groom, yeah. Coach Groom.
Word. You cool to him?
Yeah, most definitely. I got to be the cool coach. I'm the young coach, so I got to be the cool coach.
Most definitely. You the young one on staff now?
Now, yeah. Since Jacory took the head coaching job, I am the youngest one on the staff.
Word. Coaching over there at Midfield High School, the mighty Patriots.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Y'all over there doing big things, man.
Yeah, we doing. I say we do. We've been doing this for a while now. Definitely one of the smaller schools in the state, in the Birmingham area. Don't see too many teams in our classification around the city of Birmingham. So we got to play the 5A, 6A, 7A schools, and we definitely compete against them every year. It's not no issue. We come to play every game, every day.
Y'all had to play day today.
We did. We had it at Fairfield High School at the I think it might be the 5th annual.
Word.
Played there at Fairfield, and we went 2-1 today.
Word. Who y'all lost to?
We lost to Shades Valley.
Who y'all knocked off?
J.O. and Central Tuscaloosa.
Word. So they weren't talking about nothing.
No, it was some good games.
Yeah.
I definitely say that. Some challenging games.
I'm just being messy. I got some messy stuff to do, you know what I'm saying? Don't peep over here now, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I'm definitely trying to see what the question's talking about.
So it's been real fun over there, Memphis. How long you been coaching? 6 years?
Let's see, I'm 26. No, this is my 7th year. Yeah, going on my 7th year.
Right. You started off at Pleasant Grove, right?
Yeah, my first official coaching job was at Pleasant Grove High School. I was coaching the freshmen back in I think it might have been your senior, 2015. Yeah, 2015.
I came out 16. I'm out junior year.
So your junior year, yeah.
Because I used to go to the JV game just to see you coach.
Oh, yeah. I appreciate that.
That was the only reason I was going. Yeah. Because JV game, I don't know what it is. Dudes 9th, 10th grade can't hoop to me.
Well, you know what?
As a collective.
It's definitely tough at a 5A, 6A school if you play at JV because you got 2 years, really. Mm-hmm. Your 9th and your 10th grade year. Here at Midfield, we do it a little different. If you can play, you're going to play varsity. Mm-hmm. So at Pleasant Grove, you got your 9th and your 10th grade year to really prove a point. And if you don't, you won't play varsity 11th and 12th grade. So It's different. Yeah.
How it was for you when you went to Pleasant Grove? Pleasant Grove graduates.
It wasn't easy at all, man. I went to Pleasant Grove at the peak of basketball. The basketball.
Yeah, using the Coach Grant era.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. And Coach Grant, that's my guy to this day. Coach Grant see me, tell me how he's proud of me and what I've done and all this stuff. But back 7th, 8th grade, 9th grade, I was not on the basketball team. And I tried out every year. And this is definitely, I tell my the kids who don't make the team now, and if I say, man, just keep working, because one day you can have that opportunity, man. 7th, 8th grade, I didn't make it. 9th grade, I didn't make it. Then
Were you always the tallest in your grade?
Yeah,
too?
either me or Austin. Yeah.
Word. So it was like, you really had to work.
Man.
Because if you tall and nobody wants you.
Yeah, that's an issue.
Yeah.
And see, I could have did it the easy way and went to another school. I had definitely had some opportunities to go to either Hueytown or Midfield, but I didn't. I wanted to stay because Pleasant Grove is where I'm from, and I love the city, and that's what I wanted to do. So, my 7th, 8th grade, 9th grade year, I didn't make it, but my 10th grade year, finally made the team. I played JV, didn't get no playing time.
Ain't get no playtime on JV.
Ooh.
You tall, made JV, and still ain't getting no
No
playing
PT, though. But I was behind some good players. I was behind Maurice, Chris Calloway. Alex came in, Alex Reedy. Yeah, he came in and took all our PT. Yeah. So I was behind some good players. And then my 11th grade year, I was supposed to play JV. And the summer, I just grinded my butt off and was in the gym all day, every day. And luckily enough, I was put up to varsity within the second play date. Mm-hmm. And my 11th grade year was the year that a lot of stuff happened. That was the year after the Final Four, of course. And we thought we had a chance to go back. We definitely did, and we didn't make it back. But some players got kicked off the team, and I just kept continuing to work and grind. And before you knew it, before Christmas break, I was starting.
Word.
And I was proud to say, my 11th and my 12th grade year, I started varsity and played a lot. So, it was the blessing. So it ended well, but it didn't start off good, but it ended well.
Man, I was talking to Orlando the other day.
Really?
Yeah, and Orlando was telling me just like all the fun he had back then at the time. But he was like, man, I was like, who was the craziest coach you had on any level? He was like, it's Coach Grant.
Oh, yeah, Coach Grant. Different man. Different monster.
Word.
Different monster, man.
Did you take anything that he gave, like, from his coaching style, to put it in yours?
Oh, yeah. Coach Grant is the master, and I say this, the master of the matchup zone. And so we always make the joke at midfield about what I can do in the zone, because I love running the zone defense, but I don't really run it with midfield because that's not our style. But the matchup zone is basically a man with a zone with man principles. And Coach Grant basically devised it around one guy. His name was Corey, Big Corey.
Big Corey, yeah.
Yeah, and he basically did that to get him out of foul trouble, because back then it was just strictly man-to-man, but he did that so he could stay out of foul trouble. And basically carried on to us, and we was the last group. We was his last group my junior year. And, man, that matchup zone, I give it to Coach Grant. We only allowed like 35 points a game in my junior year.
Y'all playing like caveman.
Man, yeah. We held the ball. I'll tell you one thing.
Word. What about personality-wise? What you got anything from Coach Grant? You just threw a chair for no reason?
You know what's crazy? I don't remember him ever throwing a chair when he was coaching with us. I think he really calmed down, because I know he had a heart attack right before I came into the middle school or whatever. He had a heart attack, and that really calmed him down. So, personality-wise, not really. Coach Grant, he's a funny dude.
He really is.
Yeah. He definitely make jokes here and there, and just a funny guy. Just a great guy to be around as well.
Yeah.
So.
What about who was that? Yeah, Coach Head, right?
Yeah, my senior year was Coach Head.
All right.
That's my guy too.
I love Coach Head too. I never played basketball, but Coach Head did something that really meant something to me, bro. You know what he did?
What?
He let me be the camera guy one episode.
Really?
One game, yeah.
Really?
Yeah. And get this now. I was water boy.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, about 4 games, get my record was.
What?
4-0.
Ain't that so?
4-0. Ain't lose a game, bro. I had the secret stuff for 4 games.
You should have stayed. I don't know why you didn't stay.
I should have stayed, but I ain't want my value. Like, I knew what my value was.
I hear you.
Like, I deserved like a jumpsuit or something. You know what I'm saying?
That's one thing I know. Coach Head didn't. He ain't gonna give out that gift.
Yeah.
He definitely gonna give out that gift. I had to work for mine. That was the crazy part.
Word.
Yeah, like my when I first came home from Jacksonville, after I realized, my playing career was over. Came home, I had my 2 back surgeries. I, stayed around the gym, because that's what's keeping me active and keeping me out of trouble after I getting home or whatever. And, just helping out. So I would do the book for Coach Head, and I got really into
I do remember that too.
Yeah, I got into really wanting to coach. And, I asked Coach Head, I said, hey, man, the first year I think was 2016 I got the coach. But I asked him, Coach Head, could I, help out with the 9th grade JV? Try to get them ready for you. He was like, nah, well, I can't have you as a head coach. You can help him out, though. And I was like, okay, that's fine. But when I finally got the call to be a head coach was, I forgot what the guy's name was, but he went to JO to become the girls coach. And it was me and Coach Todd. And Coach Todd.
Was it Coach Skip?
No, not Coach Skip.
Okay.
Coach Skip left my freshman year in college, I think.
Okay.
Yeah. Coach Skip left then, but I forgot who the coach was, but he ended up leaving and going to become the girls coach at JO. Coach Todd ended up coming in with me, and we ended up taking over JV in 9th grade. Crazy enough, that was the class with Zyquez, Chris Lewis, and them, and everybody was excited about everybody was excited about having them. And sure enough, we turned that program around, and them guys became varsity players and led a great Pleasant Grove team for the last 2-3 years. And they definitely
football too.
Football too, yeah. Basketball, football, whatever you want, them guys could play.
Them guys meshed together very well.
They did.
Meshed together very well, yeah. They're real fun to watch too. They really fun, like me helping out with football.
Mm-hmm.
They really were fun to be around.
Yeah.
Because they were just young dudes. Like sometimes they were kind of like when I would get in my 10-store moments, they'll be around just being goofy or something. Except for Chris Lou. Chris Lou, he wasn't goofy.
Yeah. I about to say it was young. Furlough and Chris Lewis were goofy when they were young.
Yeah.
And like you had serious moments, and I remember my crazy story with Chris Lewis. We was at, I forgot where we were, but it was like in one of them schools far off, and Chris Lewis farted on the bench. It was a serious moment on 3. He farted on the bench, and it stunk.
Yeah,
stunk. And I said, "Who?" And he started laughing, and I said, "Man, y'all." And I started cussing so loud because I was mad, but we ended up winning the game. So
yeah, that was something. Also, did you have to realize that generation that you played with and was different from the one you had to coach?
I learned that quick. Wow. So I really learned that the last kids of a dying breed was that 99. If you were born in 1999. Yeah. After that, these kids have progressively gotten worse as far as taking stuff serious. They're catered to when they grow up, when they were younger. So yeah, I had to learn that quick, and I had to adjust to it quick. Because if you try to continue to be this hard-nosed coach, it's not going to work in today's game.
They veer away from that.
Yeah. Yeah. They don't like no – and that's crazy about it. You can coach them, but if you're so tough on them, they'll quickly just shut down on you, and it's not good. Yeah. So you got to find a way to be able to balance it. And that's what we do so well at, midfield, I say, because we – all grew up in the 80s and 90s where, you get cussed out by somebody who ain't somebody dad, and your parents over there talking about, that's right, coach, that's right, coach, and this, that, and the thing. You looking like...
Yeah. So, my pop never defended me. For one, because a lot of time, I needed it. Yeah. But another time, it was just like... It was just, that's what it was.
Exactly. And that's how it is.
Like, if he knew the day was wrong, feel me, he come and do it. But my pop was just like... Mm-hmm. Yep. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Act like he don't see it.
I turn a blind eye.
Yeah. And I was just like, well, I'm not going to ask him if he seen it, because then he going to say something. And shoot. So, yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah. So, what was your point where you had to realize, like, okay, I got to chill out?
I want to say coming in my 10th, the group that just left, they were 10th graders.
At midfield.
Mm-hmm. And that was the group that made it to the Elite Eight before we won the championship. Mm-hmm. And realizing, okay, I got to be, not only I got to have their back, because it can't be 2 coaches going off and then everybody else going off as well. Word. Somebody got to pick them up. And so that was my role that year. And it was me and Jacory's role to pick them up and make sure, they understood why they got yelled at, and then get them back ready to go into the game. Because if not, they was in their feelings, and we were going to lose that game. So that's the year I was like, you know what, I got to be, even though I don't want to be their friend, I'm going to have to be their friend in a way, but I'm also have to be their coach. Yeah. So that's when I realized it.
Yeah. I think that guy for me was like Coach Harris.
Oh, yeah.
Coach Harris.
Coach Vince, yeah.
Yeah, Vince, that's my dog.
Yeah.
Like, I talk to him on the regular. You feel me? And I didn't really get fussed that much. Yeah. But he knew those moments when I did get low. Uh-huh. Like when I was just like I remember one day Coach Cassidy was he was calling a certain play. Mm-hmm. And I kept running it wrong, but I could not see what I was doing wrong. Right. But Coach Cassidy was just going off on me. And if you know Coach Cassidy is a perfectionist.
He is.
So a lot of people call it crazy, but I could see where he was like going at. Yeah. But I was just like, Coach, I don't know what I'm doing wrong right here. He kept fussing at me, and then I'd be like I remember one time he called a specific play that I kept messing up on. Mm-hmm. And I just looked back, I was like, man, I wish somebody come sub in right now, because I don't want to do it. And he was just like, I didn't want to look back, because I was like, man, come on, we probably be subbing in every 2 plays. But it was like my first play, and I was like, man, somebody just miraculously just be like, come in real quick. And nobody came. Nobody was there to save me. And Coach Cassidy, I messed up on the play again. Mm-hmm. I think I messed up on like 3 times that day. And he was just like, just come out. And Coach Harris came and just was like, we're going to work on that. Yeah. We're going to work on that. And I mean, like, he wasn't like a buddy, because Coach Harris was going to be tough on me too. Yeah. But he was just like the one that, like, he knew whenever I got down, he had to come pick me up. Yeah. And he probably the only one that could. Him and Coach Lackey were the only 2 that can come pick me up. Yeah. When I needed it most. So that's really important to have on the coaching staff.
Yeah, like, you got to have those guys. Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah, you got to have those guys, like, especially with you being a younger coach, like, they definitely think you relatable, not knowing you really an old head.
Exactly. That's really the crazy part.
Yeah.
I can't wait till one day I can be the head coach and give out that responsibility to other folks. But right now, that's my job. And it's a tough job, because every time they're not gonna understand.
Mm-hmm.
Every time they're not gonna understand why you being the way you are, but eventually they will. And when they catch on to it, as long as it's not too late, you'll be fine.
Did you go from Pleasant Grove straight to midfield?
Yeah. That was So it was Tyler's senior year. He just committed, and I was kind of wore down because it was just like we've been through all this, hadn't really had any success, and I was really tired of. And to be honest, it wasn't a knock toward Coach Head because there's a lot of stuff that went on before then that kind of set the precedent of Tyler senior year. But I was really tired of losing, and I was like wore down. I didn't really want to, it wasn't fun no more. Just all that hard work throughout the school year, and you don't see the, your fruits of your labor come in. And
At least not the way you
yeah,
want. Yeah.
Exactly. And I felt like that team could have knocked off, the Tyler senior, but it was some players that, didn't buy into the process, and it was just a lot of stuff that went on. So when Tyler committed, Coach Barber and Coach Jones came to the signing day. He committed to Lawson that year, and I had been talking to Jones. That's one of my best friends, Coach Jones, and just telling him, what was going on, and I felt like my worth and all this stuff, and he was like, okay. So I didn't know he had been talking to Barber because he was looking for another coach. And so Barber hit me up. Barber came to the signing day. He said, what you going to do next year? I said, man, to be honest, I think about taking the year off. Kid you not, he said, man, don't do that. I'm going to talk to you. I got a spot for you if you want to come. And that was the best, when I say the best thing that could have ever happened to me when he told me that. So automatically I took it. And I wanted to
This
talk.
when Coach Barber was at midfield.
Yeah, when he was at midfield. This was his last year. So my first year at midfield was Barber's last year. And from then on, it was history. The first year we had won 23 games, but we got put out because we played one too many.
Oh, I remember that. I do remember that, yeah.
That was my first year. We would have walked to a championship.
I believe, everybody was talking about that.
Yeah. And then the second year was Barber's first year at Pinson, but Jones' first year at midfield. And I stayed with Jones because I couldn't afford to move to Pinson. Right in and I was still in school, still living with my parents, and I couldn't afford to move. And my only job was at midfield. So I stayed in midfield with Jones. And from then on, it was history. We've had 2 Elite Eight appearances, 5 area championships, and a championship as well. So yeah.
Right. What's the most memorable moment?
So far, I got 2 of them.
Okay. And I asked you that because I used to like the things you was doing on Facebook.
Yeah.
What were they called? It was just like the moments you would just.
Oh, the stories. So
the
championship stories.
Yeah.
So the most memorable is definitely proving everybody wrong. When Calhoun came to the BJCC, and everybody said, JD gonna do this, JD gonna do that by itself.
Yeah.
And we ended up beating them, and everybody was like, oh, midfield for real. This, that, and the third. And that was the game of the year. Yeah. Playing against a future pro. Shout out to JD.
Shout out to JD Davidson.
Yeah, I hope he gets drafted early. Not late, but early. That was probably the most memorable. Winning the championship, of course, is in there. But my first, I want to say the second time we played Pleasant Grove, it was the Lockout game.
I remember that. And, that game, I remember that story, matter of fact.
So the Lockout game, we kicked the guys out of practice. We had just had a big win against Centerpoint in the MLK Classic at Fairfield in overtime. And we just kicked the guys out of practice 2 days after that. We played on Sunday. Next day on Monday, we kicked them out, and they didn't practice. We played Pleasant Grove on a Saturday. We didn't practice from Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. We told them to be at the gym at 5:30. The game was at 6 o'clock. And when I tell you, me and Ja'Cory had a plan from the beginning. We was like, okay, we got to do this. We got to find a way out to get the guys in the gym. So I would kind of distract Jones and our head assistant, Coach Smith. I would distract them from what was going on and let the guys work out. They weren't supposed to be in the gym, but they were in the gym probably 2 or 3 times that week. And they were getting shots up and getting prepared for the game on Saturday. Because if we would have lost that game, I don't think we win the state championship.
Word.
So the guys get in the gym for them days and get their workout in. And we get to Saturday, we up at halftime by 9 points, 32-23. And I'm shocked because the guys I'm talking about dominating the game.
Mm-hmm.
Come back into halftime, plus Grove go on an 11-0 run, go up by 2.
Mm-hmm.
And we call a timeout. Coach Jones finally talked, and as story go on, we end up winning the game 54-51. So that was probably the most memorable moment because of how the guys responded and faced adversity throughout the whole weekend. Sure enough, that helped us win the state championship.
Who caused y'all to do the lockout, and who idea was it?
So it was just a bunch of stuff. One of our guards, Anthony P. Johnson.
Put his name out there.
I mean, he graduated now, so at this point, I might as well. So Pig, he didn't want to lift weights that day and was halfway doing reps, and then we got to doing sprints. He wasn't sprinting as hard, and then the rest of the team wasn't sprinting hard. They would get mad at each other.
Was he one of the athletes that was just like athletic? Like he kind of was like,
So Pig is top 5. If we had to name a top 5 players in the state, Pig made that list. He's one of the top 5 players in the state of Alabama. And freakish athlete. I'm talking about windmills, 360 between the leg dunks, can do anything. Yeah.
So do you think he kind of felt like, you know how you played with him all before?
Yeah. He felt like he could get away with it, but it wasn't that day. Everybody was upset. And next thing you know, it was I always said we was gonna walk out. We're gonna let them do it on their own. We walked out and we got our stuff, packed our stuff up, left the kid. They rides came, we left them. They locked it up. They cussing and screaming at each other. And next day, what was crazy, the next day, the boys pull up to the gym. John said, "What y'all doing here? Go home. No practice."
Word.
They pull up to the gym, and they go back out and go home. He said, "No, we going to practice." He said, "Hey, put the balls up. Ain't no practice." So he ended up locking the balls up. They couldn't get in the gym or nothing. So me and Corey knew we had to make that plan, and that's when the plan came into effect that, you got to go against the grain sometimes. But it worked out in our favor.
Word.
Yep.
Especially I did the Coach Carter on him.
Man, look, that was wild. It was, and I wish Netflix would come in and do a documentary series on us, because the stuff that we see every day ain't human.
I think that would definitely be something interesting, though.
Yeah, it would.
For that one, it's an inner city school.
Yep.
Small inner city school
Yep.
with high expectations on that basketball team, especially.
Yep.
Did y'all feel the pressure to carry that standard that Coach Barber left?
Oh yeah, I mean, and that's what we always call it, pedigree. Yeah, that's the pedigree. Barber started the pedigree his first year, and all the way to 2018 kept it. I mean, it was always either Elite Eight, state championship. I think the least he got in the playoffs was the first round of regionals, and they lost to a guy that played at Alabama. I forgot his name, but they ended up losing to them. But that was the only year. Either it's state championship, Final Four, Elite Eight. So, I mean, he's always, and I say this, he was the top. Now Jones is just following his steps. And so whoever come after Jones is going to be tough.
Yeah.
So you got to win. You got to win if you come to Midfield. You got to win.
Most definitely.
You got to win.
Another thing I've noticed about Midfield is y'all kept that swagger.
Oh,
Not just the actual aura. Yeah, I'm talking about like the clothes and like why was that so important to still maintain that? Because the head coach leave, you could take over and do your own thing. Y'all got y'all own things too that Coach Barber, do different.
Yeah.
But why was that to keep that important?
You look good, you play good. That's what.
I knew that, like that Dion,
You look good, you play good, and so that's our own thing. We definitely I want to say after the championship. Now we've got our own little thing. We do tennis shoes and slacks and all that stuff. We we do all that. So you look good, you play good, and
is that in the budget?
Huh?
Is that in the budget?
Whew. I'm gonna say this now. I'm gonna say this as I'm a sneakerhead.
I was just gonna say you a sneakerhead anyway.
So it's easy when it's time to pick out something and be like, okay, well we doing this, and just like the Final Four. The Final Four fit did not come together.
Word.
Like how it just look on TV, it didn't come together like that because we went through a lot of stuff to try to get them fits tailored and stuff. And like the first time we tried to go and get something, it was like a light blue Colombian suit with the pinstripes. And Coach Jones wanted that so bad we couldn't find my size though, because I'm height, all this, the height, weight, I'm different than everybody. So
Yeah.
they ain't have my size. So I'm just like, man, they ain't got my size. What we gonna do?
Yeah.
And so that's when Jacory, shout out to him, he came up with the Air Jordan 1 Fearlesses and the suit, and the black suit. And that's what set it off. And, that's it's a picture we got that went viral.
Most definitely.
And, everybody's talking about, ooh, they clean, this, that, and the third. So, yeah, you look good, you play good. That's the main thing.
Do the kids notice it?
Oh, yeah, the kids. So, I want to say our kids notice it because they always look good. But, like, the other kids, it's really the other kids you're trying to impress. Because everybody was like, midfield this, midfield that. That's what you want. You want everybody to notice. And, so come to find out we win the championship. So that's even much better.
Yeah. Word. So coming off that championship high, then last season, I know the expectation was championship or bust. Because y'all still had a great squad coming back.
We did.
Word. So, and what did y'all get to, Elite Eight?
We got to the Elite Eight and lost, yeah.
Word. So, here we are now. This season, guys just had to play that. How y'all looking now?
Like we all, every year's championship or bust. So this year we got more shooters. Like today, I want to say in the 2 games that we won, we probably made 25 3-pointers.
Jeez.
Yeah, I know, right?
I shot like Boston in the 4th, didn't it?
Man, it was amazing just to shoot like that.
Yeah.
It was amazing just to shoot like that, and we got guys who gel so well together. This team shouldn't be an issue or a problem. So that's the main thing. It's getting better each year and getting better each game.
Word.
Yep.
Who's the most influential coach you ever had?
Influential?
From Pee Wee up.
Pee Wee up.
You still remember the coach. Sometimes you might even be looking for him on Facebook. Man, I got to reach out to coach, blah, blah, blah. Because I ain't seen him in so long and whatever.
The most influential coach, probably Coach Grant. If I'm being honest, Coach Grant Coach Grant finally gave me an opportunity to give myself a chance to play at Pleasant Grove. And, we got closer as the years came by because, even when he left, he was still checking in on me, talking to me every once in a while. And, he had a lot going on. But probably Coach Grant. And I want to say my first 2 AAU coaches, Coach J.D. Hardy and Coach Jake Cook. I played for the Alabama Magic my 8th grade year. And those guys gave me an opportunity of seeing a different style of basketball. I used to play in the PGYBA, and I used to think, I'm dominating in this. I could play anybody. And then I started playing other teams. I'm like, dog, these guys are better than me. So once I got to playing with guys who were better than me, I started seeing a different side. And that's shout out to them for letting me see that different side of basketball. Because if I hadn't, I probably wouldn't be in the position I am today.
Word.
Yep.
You still keep in touch with them? Like, you know where they at?
Yeah. Coach Cook, I don't know if you remember Dimitri Cook. That's his dad.
Dimitri Cook.
Demi.
That sound familiar.
He came in from Mississippi after Hurricane Katrina when we were younger.
Word.
And he ended up transferring out of Pleasant Grove. I think it was his 8th or 9th grade year and going back to Mississippi. And then Coach JD, I see him every once in a while too.
Word.
Yeah. So I keep in touch as much as I can. I do see him on Facebook. If I do see him on Facebook, I speak every once in a while. So I definitely try to keep in touch as much as possible. Yep.
Okay. Everybody talk about how good it is to win a championship, how fun it is. But I think to me the hardest part about winning a championship is trying to do it again.
Oh, yeah.
With the expectations. And then you're dealing with 14, 15, 16, 17-year-old guys. It's a lot of ego that play into that.
Yep.
It's a lot of I'm the man that go into that.
Yep.
What did y'all, because y'all still had an Elite Eight run. That's a good run.
Yeah.
How did you guys get those guys back grounded?
I
know you said that year y'all did win championship. The lockout thing was something you kind of that was that. What was it for last year that got you look, guys, what happened last year is last year. This is a new year.
It was the first game against Fairfield, if we're being completely honest. We lost that game. And those guys went down to earth fast because we started out 0-1. And it's just
we can be beat.
Yeah, you can be beat. Them guys, and it's funny that a 2A school gets this much attention from 5A, 6A, 7A programs, but that's the standard.
Yeah.
And that's what we look for. That's what you want because so many people are going to write you off. Like you said, getting the guys grounded, we kicked them out the first practice of the year.
This year?
Yes, the first practice.
Last season?
Yeah, last season. Yeah. The first practice of the year in October, we kicked them out of the gym because they were, playing around there with BSing, and we just said, you know what, y'all go home. We're going to try this again tomorrow.
Yeah.
And sure enough, they came in the next day, ready to go, ready to work, and that's what it's all about. But then the first game came around, and it was like, oh, we can be beat. And, we had to change a lot of stuff up. We had to adjust to what everybody was doing. Everybody was keying in on pigs, so that means people like our point guard now, Shannon, had to step up. People had to hit shots. We had to change lineups and do different stuff. So, getting the guys grounded, it didn't take much. And once they got grounded and came back to earth, we were still the most dominant team in Birmingham, without a doubt.
Word. Is there a loss that sits on your head on any level, like JV level to first 2 years at midfield?
Okay, so I got a couple of them. My junior year, we played Paul Bryant in the regional.
In your playing days?
No, yeah, my playing days. My junior year in high school. We played them in a sub, and we were down 20 points. And we came all the way back, and we ended up losing that on the game-winning shot. And it hurt. It hurts because I think, to be honest, we make it to a championship game. Not championship, but we make it to the Final Four and we get the chance to play We Know Them. And so if we win that game, I think we make it to the Final Four.
This is the year after y'all lost to We Know Them in the Final Four.
No, this is the year after they lost to, who was that? Lee Huntsville.
Okay.
That was the game winner. That was when I was on JV, but I was behind the bench when it happened.
Yeah.
And and that was sting too, because thinking about the guys who put in all that work.
Yeah.
And next thing you know, that shot go up and you see them going, going to the bench crying, this, that, and the third. So that's when I was like, you know what? I want to try to win one for them. I wanted to win one for them so bad. I put in work that I've never put in before just to get to that point. And I want to say the most painful loss as a coach was Hansville in 2020. We made it to the Elite Eight, and they beat us on a game-winning shot. Yeah.
Game winner
sting. And it's crazy. We had that game won. We go up. No, matter of fact, no. We take a charge on it's a big guy. His number was 40, and we take a charge on him. And all we had to do was, make the shot, get the game winner, and we good. I think they ended up calling travel on us. Hansville go all the way down and score it and win the game. So, yeah, that's probably my two most painful losses.
Word.
Yeah.
We got to get some more 5 and 6, 8 and 7 team on y'all schedule too, because I remember one score y'all posted up last year. It was like 101 to 20.
That's an area.
That was like, God, was it Holy Family?
Holy Family. So that was an area.
Catholic schools can't do nothing in sports, bro.
Yeah. So that's an area, and they had a down year last year. They probably played with like 5 or 6 guys. And what's crazy, we wasn't even pressing them.
Word. If y'all pressed, bro, I would have wrote a petition against y'all. If y'all did something like that, I would have wrote a petition. Anybody don't need to get put out to school.
Man, so what was crazy, they had a down year. Our area is not and this will probably be our most competitive area since I've been in midfield.
Was this a realignment year?
Huh?
Was this a realignment year?
This is the realignment year. So we in 3A now, not 2A.
Okay,
yeah.
Okay.
So you had to play them area teams. So ain't no way around it. But everybody else 5A, 6A, 7A. Yeah, and then we played Plainview, and they won the 3A state championship this past year. So, we gonna play decent or great 3A teams, great 4A teams, and then 5A, 6A, 7A. You can't go wrong with them because they got more kids, more resources, all that. So, yeah.
Word. Do y'all feel the impact of the lack of resources?
You know what? Yeah, because we got one gym. We either use the high school or the elementary some days, but the elementary uses for my team, the JV. And so if we have a late practice, that means I got to get done with JV practice at the elementary around 5 o'clock, 5:30. Go to varsity practice from 5:30 to 7:30. And I ain't get home till 8:30. So with coaches meeting and, waiting for guys to leave and stuff like that. So I'm not getting home till 8:30. So having one gym, having to buy a lot of stuff out of pocket, we bought everything that we bought, we probably bought out of pocket. Everything that we got, we bought out of pocket. So it's tough sometimes, but, we make the best out of it.
Word. Y'all got any fundraisers coming up?
we got our play date coming up. That's a fundraiser. We used to do, a car wash here and there, or we just, we'll go around asking the businesses in Midfield for money.
Word.
Like we'll give them, a sheet. You can write this off on your taxes, and
I like the sponsor.
Yeah, sponsor. Okay. So give to the program as you may.
Word. Well, the program got like a cash app or something.
Yeah. You can cash up if you want to cash out and help out the program. Cash out. Yeah. Matter of fact, we don't have a cash out. But if you want to write a check to Midfield School of Education. I'm sorry, Midfield City Schools boys basketball.
Okay.
And now you'll be able to.
Midfield City Schools
boys basketball. And you'll be able to send out.
Word. That what's up, man. I want y'all to get that kind of funding. I think y'all deserve it, especially for how much y'all sacrificing and how much the guys sacrifice, and that you guys are actually successful with it.
Yeah.
Like if y'all was garbage, I wouldn't even ask you that. For real. I would have been like, I'm gonna donate these little money.
I understand.
Yeah. Oh, shout out to Orlando for the did he make the dream shirt?
Yes. Yeah. Shout out to my guy Orlando Coleman for hooking us up, giving us a good deal on them shirts. Dream Mentality. He did do the family shirts.
Family, that's what it was.
Yep.
Yeah.
And I'm actually glad because I actually recommended it and we was able to get it done. So yeah.
That's hard too, especially with like y'all having that everybody know Midfield for the swagger.
Yeah.
Everybody know them. Like, I mean, you gonna get blew out, but we know them for like they gonna come clean too.
Yeah, we are.
You feel me? So for him to do it, I thought that was real cool, man.
Yeah.
You feel me? I felt like you kind of plugged that in. Like,
yeah.
Yeah.
He did the shorts for us as well.
Yeah, he did. Yeah, he did take the shorts too.
And he did the shorts, and he actually donated them.
Word.
So we wore those to the state championship parade. And everybody wore theirs, and it was probably the coolest thing ever because we started that trend of wearing those shorts and in big settings like that. And Greenville, I seen it's a guy on the play on our AAU squad named Tyler Mallory. He got Greenville shorts that had the Dream Mentality thing. So we started that.
Word.
And I appreciate Orlando for doing that as well.
Word.
Yeah.
Shout out to Orlando, man. DreamMental.com. Coach John Leon. But yeah. So next season, y'all already looking ahead to it. It's that time anyway.
Yeah, it is.
Impact players. Who we got?
Shannon Jones, senior guard, can jump out the gym, athletic kid, plays defense. Got a couple colleges looking at him. 5 got the grades, 5'11". We got Dalvin Dawson, knockdown shooter, can shoot at any time, anywhere. And we got another knockdown shooter named Kelsey Kelly. He's also a senior. All 3 of those guys are seniors, I may add. And that's about it. It's talking about impact players. And we got another senior, a big named Will Brundage. He came from Vestavia last year. And he's fit in well. Defensive big. I'm working on the offensive game as we speak. But he's going to be good. He's going to be good, too.
Word. So y'all got a big Gobert.
Yeah. Yeah, you can say that.
Yeah. Word. So do you see anybody you coach that you kind of see yourself in as a player?
As a player?
Yeah.
Let's see. I can see bits and pieces working with certain players like Will, say for instance. Will has definitely, when he got in first got in the midfield, can catch the ball well. He looked like me back in the day. I want to say can catch the ball well, didn't finish well. But now we're working on it, and he can finish well. He shoots pretty well now. They just got to get that goofiness out of him. I got a couple other players. This young guy I used to coach named Jeremiah Taylor. And whatever move I did, he did. Try to perfect it. And so he doesn't play basketball anymore. He plays football at J.O.
Word.
And when he did play basketball, though, every move I did, he would do against us. So, yeah. That's probably the most 2 I've seen. Everybody else is either combo guards, and I really wasn't a combo guard coming up. So, it is what it is on that.
Word. Was basketball in y'all family?
Oh, yeah. That's how I got into it. My uncle, it started with him. My uncle was 6'8", 225. He graduated from Midfield back in '84.
Wow, so this is like almost full circle.
Yeah. It's crazy. That's the crazy part about it. He's actually won Mr. Basketball, won the state championship. He was the first person to win the state championship in Midfield. Went to Auburn, played 4 seasons, got drafted by the Charlotte Hornets in the 3rd round, pick number 8. He didn't get the chance to play, but he played overseas and all that. and definitely one of the top players in Auburn's history. One of the top players that have come through midfield.
Oh, he up there with Chuck.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
He probably he's top 10.
Word.
Top 10 all time. I had to say in my opinion. I've seen a lot of Auburn basketball. His name is Jeff Moore.
Mm-hmm.
My aunt Janetta Johnson, she played overseas. She played at UAB on UAB's first women's basketball team back in the 80s. And she played on that team, and she was a dog as well. She has over 1,800 points in her career.
Mm.
Yeah, she was a dog, and that's without a three-point line.
Word.
Yeah, so she was a hell of a basketball player. Then my older brother / cousin named Joel, he won the state championship on the great John Carroll teams back in the early 2000s.
Word.
He was a starting two-guard, averaged a double-double.
I swear I didn't know y'all had an older brother.
Well, yeah. It's a lot of stuff. Yeah, it's a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
Then you got, of course, me. My older cousin, Tip, he played football at Tennessee Chattanooga. But he also played basketball. Mm-hmm. And you got me, played basketball, and then Tyler. So it's a lot. It's a lot of basketball lineage in my family.
So you know what my next question is.
What's up?
Who the best hooper in the family?
I'm going to say me all the time. Nah, I'm joking. It's definitely my Uncle Joe, without a doubt.
Do he still be like at the function, like, I'm going to put this plate down?
Well, you know what? No, my Uncle Jeff, he come around as much as he can.
Okay.
He's actually, it's tough to talk about, but he's actually sick right now. So,
okay.
He come around as much as he can. I see him every once in a while. It's hard to see him, though.
Okay.
But, yeah, he's definitely, without a doubt, the best ever. The best in the family.
Yeah.
I still put myself up there. I don't care what nobody say. And, it's
bump all them stats.
Exactly. Bump all the stats because I don't care. I'm the most skilled.
Most definitely. Oh, Baylon, you forgot, bro. We were teammates in the Alumni Game.
Yeah, man. Yeah. You know what's crazy? I still think about that. I hate that head ain't brought that back.
I do too. I'm trying to come back. Like I'm ready now, bro. Like, what I'm saying? I only wanted to take 2 shots.
Yeah.
I ain't care if I made them or miss. I missed both of them.
Yeah.
But I took them.
Yeah.
And that's all I wanted. You feel me? I came to play defense and get rebounds.
That's what you did.
Yeah, I did what I did.
Yeah.
And couldn't nobody do what I do better than how I do it. You know what I'm saying? So I wasn't tripping.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, and you was out there coaching and playing at the same time.
Man, you know what was crazy? In the Alumni guys, I try not to play because I want other guys to play. Mm-hmm. But that game, I said, I got a point to prove this time.
Yeah.
So it's crazy. I got late. I was in there late.
Uh-huh.
My girlfriend at the time, who's now my fiance,
mm-hmm.
She came to the game, and my best friend Madison Musgrove, they came to the game.
Oh, you was like there showing out.
And so I had to show out because she was there. And sure enough, I think I put up like 17 that game.
Word.
And I enjoyed it. I wish he'd bring it back though.
I wish he would too. Cause like I said, I've been working on my game.
Yeah. I wish we could get more guys to play it too. So if any other guys want to come out, man, we need to get this started. I can at least talk to Coach Head at least months in advance.
Yeah.
I would love to get some more guys out there. Have some more fun. Yeah.
Yeah. Cause that was fun, man. Like,
it was.
Like, and people like, how did you get to play along? I was the water boy. I was the water boy. You feel me?
You and Mario both played, didn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember that. Yeah.
And I was killing, bro.
Yeah.
Passing out. And nobody water was colder.
Yeah, you're right.
I was passing out good bottles. You know what I'm saying? That's how I know I was consistent with it. Feel me? And I was only doing it for big games.
Yeah.
So that's why I think I was an impact player.
You was.
Impact passer.
You was undefeated.
Undefeated,
never lost.
And nobody can dispute. Now, camera guy, I'm 0-2. He set me up, though, because there was 2 games. Them was 2 games. They was playing Ramsey. You feel me?
That was the great Ramsey.
This is peak Ramsey.
Yeah, this is great Ramsey.
Yeah.
That was the great with
Luke.
Luke.
Yeah, bro. So he set me up. You feel me? He thought the juice was gonna work there. The juice don't work there. The juice only work on the bench. You feel me? I got to be close to the team.
Exactly.
You feel me? I wasn't just passing out waters. I was also being encouraging.
I
was like, hydrate, bro. You feel me?
Oh man! But you came out of the rough year. You came out in 16, all right?
Yeah.
You came out in the rough year. That was
that time was hard in Birmingham, around in that area, bro.
Yeah.
And that was the end of the Justin Coleman, but still a tough Winona squad.
Winona squad, yeah. And that was a Winona squad that was coming up. That was with Cam and the twins.
Yeah.
Them guys were coming up.
Yeah, man.
And
them boys have been playing varsity since like 8th grade.
Some 8th grade.
Yeah.
They've been around since forever.
Right.
Yep.
So they would do the championship. Shout out to them.
Yeah.
That was Coach Ford. at Fairfield.
Fairfield, yeah. Now he had some
good squads.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then Coach Ford just a good coach anyway.
Facts.
So that was a tough time for Pleasant Grove with basketball, man. But I do think talent-wise we did have that.
And you know what's crazy? Looking back at that team, yeah, talent-wise we did have it, but those guys didn't mesh together.
That's what it was. I think they could. I don't know if they ever had gotten, and this is no disrespect to Coach Head. I don't think they had ever got stripped down of their big head.
And see, I don't know how you get the big head. You don't win games,
right?
And
I think you know how you get the big head now. When you be hooping at churches and stuff, you know what I'm saying? Dudes that don't know you,
and that's what killed me.
Playing you, that's why they can't guard. They don't know you.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
And that kills me. Those guys didn't win enough to get the big head. You know, they put up the numbers now. Like, what I remember on that team, Justice. Yeah, he put up 30, 40 points. Keyshawn, Harlan, all them. Yeah. That team just didn't mesh together because there wasn't no accountability.
Yeah, it was like the leadership was like.
And the leadership, it wasn't no leadership. You know, you got Tyler in the corner being quiet, but he do everything on the court right.
Right. Tyler was out to Tim Duncan.
Yeah, and so you got people, you know, not speaking up, and you know they'll come to me. Well, are you gonna say something? I say, no, y'all gotta be teammates. Say something. Right. You gotta hold yourself accountable. It's plenty of times I had tough conversations with my teammates. Hey man, this is what you gotta do. Mm-hmm. This is what you gotta do. I never forget. My best friend on the basketball team, Austin Martin, and he made a promise to me. And we made a promise to each other. Our senior year got rough, and we wouldn't quit on each other, and we didn't. And it's just holding each other accountable. Mm-hmm. And so you got to hold yourself accountable, just like that team to hold each other accountable. That's why it fell apart. Yeah. You know, the coach can't do everything. Right. And I wish back then I did a little more because I was so used to having my teammates step up and say if they didn't like something or see something, this is what we're gonna do. Mm-hmm. So back then, that team should have won a championship. If we being honest,
I think so too.
That team should have won a championship. I mean, you got a 6'7" monster. Mm-hmm. Who could have been a monster, but being a monster when he wanted to be.
Harlan.
Yeah. Yeah. He wanted to be a monster when he wanted to be. A hell of a player, but he just he wanted to be a guard all the time. Right. And not sacrifice and do what's best for the team.
Yeah. I heard a great analogy one time. They told him like, the closer you are to the further you are from the goal, the shorter you get. Yeah. The less of a threat you become. Yeah. And in the end, playing 5A, 6'7", you the taller dude in 5A probably.
Yeah. And like I said, that boy, if he wanted to play for real, he could easily went D1. I
definitely think he would. Man, if he played center how he should have, and there's no disrespect to him, I love him. Yeah. But he played center like he should have. Harlan gets like 30 points in high school. Yeah. 30 and 13, easy.
And I thought, and to be honest, I wish I could have been around more to kind of guide him and show him like, you still got to put the team first for yourself. Mm-hmm. 2 points, 2 points. Yeah. No matter how you get it, no matter if you're going crossover between the legs showing your skill, 2 points is 2 points. Yeah. If you end up with 24 points and 24 rebounds, and you end up with 24 points, 24 rebounds, but you tired at the end of the game from overworking yourself, what's the difference? Right. So, like I said, 2 points. Like I always tell the kids, 2 points is 2 points. If you get the ball at the rim, you're not just going to try to do it between the leg crossover and then wait for the defense to come and do a reverse layup. You're going to lay it up, right? Right. So, you 6'7", get down to the cup.
And I like Tyler. Yeah. Like I said, he was like the Tim Duncan. Tyler going to hit the square.
Yeah, every time. And he learned that from me. That's the crazy part.
I believe it. Yeah. That's big fundamental guy. Yeah. Yeah.
And so that's the good thing about it. You got to have those teammates who are going to sacrifice for the team.
We had in football we had the twins.
Yeah.
The twins. I ain't gonna say who it was, but I know that they got on. It was one teammate that they had best friends, and bro just kept acting up one day, and K, cause D ain't gonna say D, if D say something, he gonna hurt your feelings, but K just like bro just kept acting up, everybody laughing at him, and K just told him, "Get out, bro, get out."
Cause that's how it's supposed to be.
Yeah. And he's like, K was like, I don't care how you feel, I'm trying to win, bro.
Exactly.
And I think I had a problem with that. Where I wouldn't speak up because I was just like, my friend. Yeah. But one of my favorite quotes is by Kobe. And he was like, they said something about being friends. And he was like, friends come and go, banners last forever. Yep. You feel me? And now I think about it, I'm just like, dang, the friends did come and go. And I'm seeing here all the woulda, coulda, shouldas and stuff. You know what I'm saying? So to any of y'all young dudes out there that's playing with your friends, people you grew up with, and this ain't even necessarily got to be just basketball, football, sports, period. Shoot, hold each other accountable. Because it matters.
Yep.
It matters. It really does, because you got people that's going to, veer off from the common goal we all have. We all trying to get some money, but you want to play around or whatever.
Yeah.
Hey, man, if you going to get with it or get left.
Yep.
Most definitely. And I think that's the important thing about sports. It teach you how to be accountable.
Without accountability, you're not going to have a structure.
Right.
And that's the main thing when you're looking at, especially with these young guys, spoon-fed. I ain't going to say spoon-fed everything, but they were given everything at an early age, and now they at high school where they got to fight for everything.
Yeah.
And, everybody's caught up to you. You was the most skilled guy, biggest dude, most skilled guy, and now you in the 9th grade and you the same size as everybody else.
Right.
And everybody looking like, dog, what happened to you? Now you got to fight. And now you don't like that. Now you want to give up.
I seen Nicki Minaj was on live with Coi Leray one day.
Uh-huh.
And Coi Leray was just like, I be feeling a lot of hate. And Nicki was like, let me stop you right there. Like, ain't nobody hating on you. You been coddled for a long time.
Yep.
And now people critiquing and criticizing you and telling you this and that.
Yep.
You ain't never had it before, so you feel like it's hate.
Yep.
Nobody hating on you.
No.
Hating is just like, if I'm preventing you from doing what you're doing, I'm hating on you.
Yep.
Or I don't got something. If you, no matter what good you do, I'm hating on you.
Right.
You feel me? That's hate.
Yep.
But like, if somebody just like, hey, man, work on this. You need to get better at this. You lacking this. In a way, that's not hating.
Exactly.
You feel me? Like, I don't know if like younger guys nowadays just think because they've been good for so long or whatever, people supposed to respect it or kiss the ground they walk on or whatever. But it's a level of work that you got to put in for people to even care about you.
Exactly.
People even notice you.
Yep.
Shoot, them guys we see on the end of the bench of the NBA smoke anybody we know.
And and I've seen multiple videos. It's a guy, one of my favorite basketball players of all time, just because he did this. Brian Scalabrine will go around the gyms. And play amateur guys that think they could beat him one-on-one, and he smoke them 24-0 like it was nothing. Them guys in the NBA are there for a reason.
Right.
You have to put in an amount of work to be in the NBA. I don't care who you are.
Right.
If you
can, talent don't go that far.
No, it don't.
Yeah.
It don't. Now, there is some guys who I think should be in the NBA that's not in there now, but the guys who are in the NBA now, yeah, they put in work. And, if you try to play them on the streets, they're going to kill you.
Killing you, bro. I don't care who it is. I don't care who it is, bro. Al Horford get out here and get 70 on somebody. I know it.
Shit, he get 21 in the finals.
Right.
Exactly.
So that's just the testament to work ethic. Yeah. Especially if you can stick around with it.
Exactly.
Feel me? A lot of like talent run out. Do you like in college? It's another thing for the young dudes. Like in college, they handpick the guys.
Yep.
You feel me? It ain't like, basketball where you can go try out. No, your tryout is what we see.
Yeah,
you
exactly.
Feel me? Like that actual, like what you been doing on the field, what you been doing on the court.
Yep.
You feel me? Whatever weights you been hitting, that show on the court or what on the field and stuff like that.
And those spots are so slim when you get to college.
Especially in basketball. Was it like 13 on the 16?
It's 15 on
15 on the roster.
And, then you got your guys who are red-shirted or medically red-shirted. So you got to think it's possible
transfers and stuff.
Oh, the transfer portal is ridiculous.
Yeah.
Anybody can replace it anytime.
Right.
If you think you a sophomore, you think, okay, I can wait till my junior year. Nah, the number one player in the class before might come to your school the next year. Right. So you lost your spot. So, no, you got to take every opportunity you can get. Them spots are slim every year. Mm-hmm. It's only 3% of people that make it to the pros that they get out of college. Mm. And it's less.
And how long they last?
Less than 5 years.
Right.
Less than 5.
Right.
Some guys don't even make it out their first rookie contract.
Yeah.
So the spots are slim. You have to take every opportunity as it go. My opportunity came in college. I got the chance to be a part of Jacksonville State basketball team for a minute. Mm-hmm. And that was a great experience as far as being a part of the team. But like seeing guys who were better or just as good as you and could jump better than you and higher than you, you almost like, dog, like, what am I doing wrong?
Yeah.
Like, I've been deprived all my life.
Yeah. See, I was at Walmart one day, and I just ended up talking to this guy.
Yeah.
And he said he went to play football at Central Michigan.
Yeah.
And he was like, man, he's like, I'm from Detroit. Mm-hmm. So, I play ball out there. I'm comfortable out there. But when I went to college, he was like, bro, I ain't never seen fast white boys in my life.
Man.
He was like, man, they do everything right.
Yep.
And they fast.
Yep.
You feel me?
And what's crazy, you see them fast white boys, they might not even play.
All right.
Yeah, and that's the crazy.
Yes, the most athletic dudes, man, them dudes you see at the rec hooping, they think they're good. But them dudes on the bench.
Facts.
Just getting their school paid for.
Facts. Facts. But shoot, hey, people that's a blessing though. Getting that school paid for.
It most definitely is.
That's a blessing in itself.
Most definitely, because I wish I can get mine paid for.
Man, look, I'm in debt $60,000 right now for grad school.
Hey man, put your cash up. If
anybody will bless me, Bayln Groom 33. Bayln Groom 33. Bless a brother.
Most definitely. Oh man, it's okay. I want to ask you two more things, and then I got a game because I like to mess with you.
Okay.
First thing is the weight loss journey you had.
Okay.
Why was that so important to you? I know for me, like being bigger than I want to be, especially when you play sports.
Yeah, man.
Man, you know something that messed me up.
What?
I can't jump down from nothing.
For real?
If I get on it right here,
it's gonna hurt the knee.
I'm gonna hold the wall.
I know, right? That pressure on the knees gets serious,
man,
dog.
Man, what?
Man, so my weight loss journey, shout out to Terry at Fitness Cave, man.
Terry Stewart.
One
of the harder working guys I know.
Man, yes. And I hope, he's having a hell of a season playing football right now. Can't wait for him to touch. Can't wait for him to come back and get me back started. Because I ain't touched not a weight since he left. But he I will say.
See that there?
It's some water, Terry. So it happened during the Final Four run, and it's a funny story. Because I can make jokes of myself and laugh about it now. But me not be able to fit the suits that we tried on.
Yeah.
And
that'll hurt.
It hurt because our head coach was mad. He was so upset with me. He was like, man, Groom, you had messed up. I wish I could cuss on the show. Just tell her everything he said. Groom, you had messed up everything. This and that. I'm like, bro, I don't care. But inside, I'm like, dog, I can't. Because the suits were fire. The suits were fire. And so after the season, I took like a week off from everything. I just kind of stayed in the house and just, got my rest or whatever. Went back to school, got my stuff finished. And next thing I'm back. And Terry started Fitness Cave. Mm-hmm. And I told Terry, I said, I got you when we start getting everything. And so I went, started in June. And I couldn't do a sit-up. Mm-hmm. I was struggling doing push-ups. I was like, dog, I was just doing these 6 months ago.
Yeah.
But it just took time. And once I got into the rhythm of coming every day, I went 5 days a week for almost 4 months. Like nonstop, every day. And so once I got into the rhythm of it, I was like, man, I done lost all this weight. I got to keep going. And what hurt me was when Terry left, because I can't lie. Like I said, accountability, holding yourself accountable. Mm-hmm. If Terry not there, I'm like, man, I ain't got to do this. But I am starting back next week, Terry. Sure. I am starting back next week.
Man, let's start with each other, bro. I got to lose 30.
All right, I need to lose about 100 again. So,
so how much you lose at first?
Huh?
How much you lose at first?
I lost 95 pounds.
Word, from working with Terry.
Jeez. And that's it works. You just gotta put time in and be able to want to work. It works.
And how long did that take?
No more than 3 months.
Word. Yep. 95 pounds.
95 pounds.
Wow. So what was your starter weight?
350. Word. State championship game. And I got all the way down to 255.
Word.
Yeah, 255.
Word. And you felt it.
You know what's crazy? It was just like, I'm slim. I can wear tight clothes. Like, it's crazy. Jones, we were playing Winona, and we were wearing, was it Winona? No, it was Winona. We were wearing black slacks. Mm-hmm. No, it was Hueytown. And if you know anything about the Hueytown game, we came out with our death row picture the day before. If I had the picture on my phone, I'd show it. But we came out with the death row pictures the day before, and we had the turtlenecks, the tight black jeans, and the Jordans on the bottom. Clean. I'm talking about probably top 5. Yeah. Craziest fits ever. And it was special because we had the gold chains going and everything. Had the big earrings. So I was able to put on some tight black slacks. And I'm talking about it was the what they call the natural fit now. It's called like the natural fit or the modern fit. Mm-hmm. And so they tight and they got the tight I can't think of what you call it, but it's tight all around. And so, like, I put it on. I was like, dog, I was able to tighten it up easy. Yeah. And so everybody looking like, damn, girl, you got slim. I said, yeah. So that's when I was like, you know what? I'm going to keep this going. So I'm gonna start back. I'll be glad to start with you next week.
Most def, I need to get, like I said, I got to do 30.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We can get to it.
Most def, I lost 8 last month.
Yeah.
I lost 8 last month, and I had cut out some things in my diet. Like I did this for a week, but I'm gonna do it again because I seen how effective it was. I had to stop eating bread for like a week.
Man, bread is the hardest thing to stop.
Bread, and then when break me think about not eating bread, what kept me focused was I really had to like talk negative to myself. I'd be like, bro, that's a big ball of sugar. That's all that is. And now when I be like, okay, it's just a big ball of sugar, don't eat it. You know what I'm saying? And I felt it. But I lost 8 pounds last month. I've been working. I go to the complex and run and stuff like that. And I wear my trash bag.
Yeah, gotta wear the trash bag.
Most deaf. So I'm feeling good. I'm feeling better.
That's
Anytime
good.
I lose 2 pounds, I'm like, I'm back. So shoot, whenever you ready.
Man, look, we gotta do it. We gotta do it.
And we're gonna keep the podcast updated.
Oh yeah, most definitely.
What's there?
Whenever you decide to have your back, look, I'm gonna be slim like my high school weight again.
You do that now. I don't know about high school weight. I got a little weight. I think I graduated at 215. What was yours?
I started lifting weights at the end of my high school. So what's crazy about me, I gained muscle quick and I gained loose. Huh?
I graduated at 230.
Okay, I was like 215.
Okay.
So I started at my high school.
You was a tall 215.
Yeah, so it was like more muscle than anything. Yeah. So I graduated. I started my senior year at 180. I graduated 215. And that was a lot of muscle.
Mine was muscle too.
Yeah.
Mine was muscle too. Because I look back at those pictures and thought I was fat.
That's what everybody will say. But I was still skinny. But you can see me like ripped.
I remember you. I remember you was like, you was like Tyler.
Yeah.
Yeah. Most definitely.
Yeah.
So, all right. Another one like, being engaged. Where how did you find the work-life balance for love?
It wasn't supposed to happen like that. I promise you, to this day I still don't think I'm supposed to be engaged, but I am.
Is it because it's a surreal feeling?
It's a surreal feeling. Yeah. I'm gonna be with the person I love for the rest of my life, but it wasn't supposed to happen. Yeah. She without a doubt, Brittany. That's my beautiful fiance. Shout out to her. She just came out of nowhere. I took Tyler down to a Mardi Gras for South, and then we were supposed to go visit some schools that he was wanting to play at, whatever.
Oh, that's why you say it's like not, it wasn't supposed to happen.
Yeah, and I just seen her at a party, and we just hung out. I got a number, and next thing you know, by May, that's my girlfriend, and we dated for 2 years, and it's tough now. Being engaged is not the easiest thing in the world. Especially, it's not.
I know you don't have much time.
Nah, and she wants to take the rest of that time. I'd rather just be like, I'd rather go to sleep. But you learn to prioritize. Some days you can't hang out with the fellas. Some days you can't hang out with the coaches. Some days it has to be you putting in time with her. Because if you want that marriage or that engagement to work, you got to put in work just like you put in work with basketball or anything else you do in life. So that's what I've learned. It's tough, but, I've been engaged for almost 6 months now. So
you got a date?
May 25th, 2025.
Word.
Yeah. She going to finish school and I'm going to finish school. So.
Bet. Then you get to slim down some more.
Oh, yeah. I'm going to be skinny then, man.
That suit going to be, man, popping, bro. I already know it.
Facts.
And I'm gonna be right too, so.
Oh yeah.
You feel me? I wanna be an usher or something.
I'm gonna have you'll be at the wedding. I don't know about an usher, but you're gonna be at the wedding.
I'll come and sweep up or something like that. I just wanna look in point. I don't even want let me sweep up after like somebody threw the roses or rice or whatever.
I got you. I'm gonna find your job.
I serve food at the reception or something, you feel me?
Not to serve the food.
What's there? Okay. Like I mentioned earlier, you're old head. You're a young old head. You know. So I got some lyrics that I'm gonna say to you.
Oh Lord.
I'm gonna say them to you, and you have to guess what song it is. Okay. I've been doing this with my friends all week.
Okay.
And it's really been ticking me off because they don't get the freaking songs.
Okay. Let me see.
Give you a good one. I'm gonna give you a real good one. I'm gonna give you a good one. Okay. This one good one. I ain't gonna let you see it. Oh, don't let me hear it. Okay. It's a classic. It's by the classic right here.
Okay.
And I'm gonna throw you off with it. Pancakes and eggs. I owe you breakfast in bed. And orange juice sitting on your coaster. Toast on the side, baby, strawberry and grape jelly. You finished, let me get that drink. Pull the curtain from the window. Time to get up. Let me make this bed up. Yeah.
That's the lyric.
Yeah.
Can I get the year of the song?
Look at this came out. 08.
08. Okay. Pancake. 08. That's tough because music was not the best in 08.
Shoot, what? Paper Trail came out. Carter 3. Graduation. Not Graduation.
Graduation came out 06.
What was the one with the cannon? He was shooting the teddy bear at the cannon.
That was Graduation. They came out 06.
Oh, no, that was 808s and Heartbreaks then.
Oh, yeah, 808s Heartbreak.
Yeah.
I'm talking about, like, if we talking about music, that was the year where...
That really was the music when music was getting pirated and stuff.
Yeah, that's the music. That's the one we had all the crank days and stuff. That's what overtook it. I can't think. Oh, Lord. That's tough. And I don't know the lyrics off the top of my head like that.
I'm gonna skip to the hook and I'm gonna see if you can get it.
Okay. This better not be no Birdman song.
Nah, it ain't about that. You coming on strong, baby, let me wash my hands. She said, hurry up, then get in the bed.
Coming on strong, baby, wash my hands.
You get on top, tonight I'm on the bottom, because we trading. Come on.
Keep going, because I might not know it.
If I say it's the name of the song.
Trading
places.
Trading places.
Ursha, baby.
I didn't know that song.
You don't know Trading Places?
I've never heard that song.
You really, for real?
I'm so serious. Never heard that song.
Gosh, man.
Was that wasn't the same album as Love in This Club and Moving Bounds, was it?
Yes.
Oh, see, I've never heard the whole album.
That's like my top 3 Usher album. Now I gotta get old.
I say if you go old, I might know it. See, you went R&B. I thought you were going rap.
I could do both, but I just went that one because I love Usher myself. I'm gonna give you this one.
Okay.
See, first of all, I know all these so-called players wouldn't tell you this, but I'm gonna be real and say what's on my heart. Let's take this chance and make this love feel relevant. Didn't you know I loved you from the start?
I know that song.
You do know this song. You might get in trouble if you don't know this one.
Say that one more time.
See, first of all, I know these so-called players.
Let's Get Married by Jagged Edge.
There we go.
I had to sing it.
Okay, I'm gonna give you one more. And you gotta tell me what it is. Well, this is my favorite one right here.
Okay.
This is my favorite one. I can't. This y'all. Okay. I got my motorcycle jacket and my motorcycle loafs. Vern, I don't know that word. Vern on the Yamaha, chromed out 1100.
Sounding like my daddy, Lil Wayne and Birdman.
There you go. So you do know Birdman songs.
Let's go.
I appreciate y'all for tuning in to another episode of About to Blow Up Podcast. This is my boy B Groom. Y'all stay tuned in. Birdman Stunners, #1. You know it.